you think about the ACA, Obamacare? How do you feel about the prospect of that? It'll be just starting here in a few months.
Well, I believe that this country is long overdue for providing some mechanism that ensures care for every American. I did my early years in a county hospital, and I saw the horrors of what happens when you do not provide access to health care. We saw young women dying of cervical cancer because they couldn't get their pap smears. I mean, I will never forget those years. And to me, it's unconscionable that a country as rich as ours could not take care of all of its citizens. Having said that, I am troubled by a 2,800-page complex document that just is so complex no one understands it, that is so ripe for attack. We know that 35% of the care delivered in this country is either unnecessary or inappropriate and often harmful. And yet we pay for it. I mean, why didn't we just stop paying for that kind of care? We know that there is a conflict of interest between many physicians' personal and financial priorities and needs and their patients. Best example I had recently, had surgery a year ago, and although I had just finished climbing a 19,300 foot mountain, and although I was completely in perfect health and my primary care physician knew about it, the anesthesiologist at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles would not put me under anesthesia unless I had an unnecessary chest x-ray and an unnecessary EKG. So I was exposed to radiation that I shouldn't have had. The bills were run up. This is an example of the kind of thing that should be outlawed. We can't afford to take care of everybody if we keep wasting 35% of our funds. So I personally would have attacked the unnecessary care much more directly. The other concern I have is that Obamacare, I say that proudly, by the way, I'm all in favor of it. I'm not ashamed of that name. Obamacare, the ACA, does not place enough incentive on personal responsibility. I personally believe that I should not be made to pay the excess medical bills that are run up by people who smoke, people who drink to excess, and people who ignore their weight and don't exercise. And there is no provision in the Act for that. You can be totally as irresponsible as you want and still get coverage. That troubles me.